Hello, everyone. I'm Chester44, also known as Falai, and welcome to this Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity. Last episode, we made our way to the top of the Temple of Andra, the Temple of the High Moon. Is that what it was called? Abbey of the Fallen Moon. And now the name makes sense. Because we found the head of this massive being that has been present here the whole time. And now we know what it is. The head of Abaddon, who was slain and reborn later, but he was crushed by pieces of the missing third moon of this world, which was brought down by Andra in order to get rid of a civilization which had discovered things that weren't supposed to be there. Abaddon stood against her because Abaddon is a god of civilization, progress, and preservation, while Andra is a goddess of making things become forgotten. After a long conversation with Andra herself, we basically convinced her that, yeah, the Eyeless are going to basically wipe out a large number of people, and we need to stop them. Sadly, she can't, because they're basically robots who have been put onto a course, and she can't do anything about that. So our only goal is to take the piece of Abaddon's hammer that was embedded within him, and reforge it into his hammer, bring it into the core base of the Eyeless, and do something there. Before we move on, there is apparently a room here we should take a look at. I don't know what's inside, but let's find out. This is becoming quite a thing. I mean, for God's sake, we are actually speaking with a god. I mean, technically we spoke with Whale briefly once ages ago, but that was basically Whale going, hey, don't do this. Oh, this is just a quick way down. Okay, fair enough. But there was another stairway going up. Where does that go, I wonder? Well, let's find out. Okay, so where does this stairway go? Because we know this goes back into the Halls of Presence, and we know where it comes out. The path ahead leads to the outskirts of the Abbey. What would you like to do? Oh, we can travel directly to the Foundry. Let's do that. Alright, from here we can rebuild. We're going to need to get rest soon, however. Incredible heat ripples upward from the white forge and laps against your exposed skin. The fragment of Abaddon's hammer grows warm in your hands, as if in recognition. It is only a fraction of the size of the original, but there is metal enough to create a hammer fit for a person of your size to wield. In this forge, the fragment could be shaped anew. Recreate Abaddon's hammer. You call to mind every memory you have witnessed of the great hammer. The images coalesce and take shape in your mind's eye. You know every curve, every engraving. Even as a shapeless lump of metal, you can see the fragment for what it is meant to become. The fragment is slow to heat, even in the white forge, and quick to cool as you work it against the anvil. Sweat drizzles down your body and puddles at your feet. Your arm grows sore with each swing of your forge hammer until you can barely lift it. Minutes turn to hours. As Abaddon's hammer begins to take shape, the ring of your own hammer against it takes on a familiar tone, one that you have heard in your dreams. With each strike, an image flashes in your mind. It is hazy at first, but it gains detail as the hammer begins to resemble the original. Over time, the image becomes a frozen landscape centered around a crater lake. Eyeless patrol its frozen surface in droves, and this can only be the place Andra described, Kairon's Scar. The Eyeless pause here and there when you strike and look up, as though hearing the echo on the wind. In the distance, as more details appear, you can see other landmarks. Stalwart, Durgan's Battery, and you understand where the lake lies in the White March, where you must take this hammer. Finally, with the careful etching of the last detail with your chisel, the hammer is completed. No sooner do you make the final mark than you feel a pure radiant energy pulsing from within it like a mechanical heartbeat. There is an indescribable beauty to the shape and the weighting and the design. It feels as if this is the realization of the metal's purpose. You take up the hammer and its power rushes over you in waves, and it shakes your body so hard you nearly drop to your knees. The tremor passes, but the surge of power remains. The hair on your arm stands on end. In your hands is a faithful recreation of a divine instrument.
I thought it would be bigger.
The original was. Oh my.
I've heard enough.
The sounds of an argument reach you from the stairs. Darian marches into the room, arms crossed, while Wengra bounds along behind him.
This threatens all of us now.
Matron Berrigan lumbers after Daron and Wengra, flanked by two stout ogres.
She's right. We've got to fight together.
You also recognize Adaric following them. His shoulders are rigid and his arms are clasped in front of him. Wengra sees you and points enthusiastically.
See, Darian, she'll tell ya. We can stop them.
Tension crackles in the air. Darian whirls and cuts Wengra off with a chopping motion.
If she's seen them, she knows better.
What's going on here?
Something killed a whole crew of hunters out in the wood. Tore them apart like dolls, insects.
Despite his steady posture, his eyes flit and flicker like flies, and his upper lip shines with the sweat.
Something like the creatures that attacked my fort, perhaps?
Berrigan mutters something to her escort, and they snort in agitation.
I told ya. All we gotta do is get him in range of these cannons, and then we blast them.
She brings her hands together in a loud clap.
We don't even know what they are.
He shuts his eyes and breathes loudly through his nose. I do. Everyone turns to look at you. They are known as the Eyeless.
The destruction my dreams warned me of.
Berrigan's gaze is distant with horror. Suddenly she rounds on Wengra and Darian.
And your greed and recklessness have brought them on us all!
She rolls her shoulders back and bares her teeth at the two villagers. Rage hangs around her like a musk. Darian and Wengra each take a step back and square off against the ogres.
You burning our village didn't help matters none.
Wengra's feral grimace exposes needle-sharp teeth.
It wasn't my clan that attacked you.
No difference. One ogre stinks as bad as the next.
Berrigan, did you come all the way out here just to say, I told you so?
I came to offer my clan's help.
The others gawk at her.
The White March has been our home for centuries. We'll defend it alongside you.
The ogres flanking her grunt their assent. Your aid would be welcome. She presents an ancient banded horn in both of her calloused hands, holding it out to you.
Sound it anywhere in the White March, and 3 of my best warriors will be at your side. Your battles become ours.
Very well, then.
What's your plan for dealing with them exactly?
The Eyeless are hidden at Kayron's Scar. I'll face them there. Wengra and Daron gape at each other in disbelief.
That lake's notorious. Folk never come back from that.
She breaks off, her eyes suddenly wide.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe that's why.
You'll need all the help you can get. I have fewer men to offer than I would like, but the Iron Flail stands ready. Our siege weapons are at your disposal.
The same ones you threw at the battery's walls?
These Eyeless will come for us all if they aren't stopped here and now.
Forget it. You're not bringing your army into our backyard.
He looks to you and nods.
Tell him.
Adaric's right. We need to work together. It's no time to worry about what's past, Daron.
Guess you're right. Won't be anything left of Stalwart if we don't stop these monsters anyway.
He looks down at the spot his heel has ground into the grit. We'll assemble at Kayron's Scar and await your orders. Be ready, my friend. It will be a great battle. Adaric bows slightly and steps away. An awkward silence follows. Wengra clears her throat noisily.
You know, those heavy cannons you fixed might come in handy.
She grins, a mischievous twinkle in her eye. Darian starts to groan and she holds up both hands.
Hear me out. Karen's Scar should be just in range for those guns. You just point out your target and I'll do the rest.
If those things are on the move, we don't have much time. If you're really gonna stop them, take this. It's the best of the ore we've pulled from Stalwart's mines.
He gives you a solemn nod.
It's not much, but it's good enough to make the old Pargrunen Smiths proud. I'm sorry about what I said before. Just don't take it out on the rest of the village.
All right. You may call upon the aid of crag ogres by using Berrigan's Battlehorn and Karen's Scar. You can call for the Riad Saren's aid by using the Burning Pitch Trebuchet ability in Karen's Scar. And Laniaro is granted Burning Pitch Trebuchet. You may call upon the cannons of Durgan's Battery by using the Heavy Cannon Blast ability in Karen's Scar. Alright. So let's see here. We have Berrigan's Battlehorn, which we can use once per rest. Well, it's an item. We don't need Galvino's Resonance Amplifier anymore. So that'll be useful. And we have 2 new abilities. And Abaddon's Hammer. Despite being topped by a mere fragment of Abaddon's original hammer, this weapon, now sized for Kith hands, is still an instrument of awesome destructive force. The faces of the great hammer's head still bear the tool marks of their creator. Not even the fires of the White Forge could erase Abaddon's work. Well, even though it's a warhammer and I don't use him, I'm gonna need to have it on me. At least for now. Find the soul. Use the hammer to destroy the army at Karen's Scar. Grant destroy Eyeless on critical hit. So on a crit, we immediately destroy an Eyeless. Ring of the Ancient Forge. Stun an enemy for 10 seconds in a 4-meter radius, once per encounter. And Abaddon's Labor does a good amount of crush damage, but we gain fatigue. We also have higher accuracy against Eyeless and extra damage against the Eyeless. So that will be very useful when we have to use it. It's a big two-handed weapon, and it's not necessarily our particular type of weapon, but it'll be very useful when we use it. We'll be wielding this shield in the meantime. Okay, then. Do we have anything else here that we can do? Well, we can refine a few more of these. And I feel like we should probably put this onto something. The White Crest armor, for example. We've been using it for a while. Let's reinforce it. I don't think there's anything else to do. I can't do it with Steadfast or anything like that. Still need to work on improving it, which we will. Okay. With that, we should leave. I don't think that's actually the one we want to do. I think we want to go out here. And I want to go back to Stalwart so that we can rest and maybe take a different companion with us. No, we're not going to Karen's Scar. Go to the Great Hall for now. We'll go to Karen's Scar after we've headed back to Stalwart to rest, sell our gear, and rearm properly. Yes, it'll take a little bit of running, but we do need the resting.
Fun.
No.
Even just a single...
I'm not calling Isilmir out just so you can learn he'll speak. I'll write down a few words.
Ha! Oh, that's a little amusing. Anyway, I believe this is the closest exit we have. We head out this way. So there's Karen's Scar. Good to know. But we're heading to Stalwart Village first. Alright. We can sell things inside the inn. So let's head in. Alright. Head up to here.
Back to warm your hands, eh?
First things
Look at
first.
top quality bear.
We have items to sell. Starting with that. We got... Hold on. Exceptional Arquebus. You've got a fine Arquebus. We can give you an exceptional one, can't we? Yeah, definitely. I'll give you an exceptional. I didn't realize we had St. Widgelt's Cudgel. Well, there are a few exceptional things. I think everyone is mostly using special gear. Which is pretty good, truth be told. Well, that's a rapier and you don't have a better one. You've got good stuff. It's interesting that we haven't found any rapiers. I don't think we have anything for armor. Well, I guess the Robes of the Tidebringer might be for someone. Maybe. And then we have all this, which I don't think there was anything particularly special. I mean, yeah, Juggernaut, higher speed when above, interrupt when below. It's not that great. Decreased critical hit damage on you, speed. Yeah, none of it is particularly notable. I can put a Ring of Deflection on. I guess I could have used one of those. We've got the diving helmet, which might be useful for something. I still need to keep my eyes out for another good ring somewhere. You can have a Ring of Deflection as well. You've already got a deflection bonus, so never mind. Oh, is it from... Yeah, it's from the Bracers of Deflection. Okay. And I don't think there's any other items of note here, so...
Back to
Let's go ahead with the selling. Yeah, sell that. Sell all of these. And we sell all of these. Then we sell the helmets that don't matter. I think we have a few books we can sell. That'll do, and I think that's it for another almost 1,600 gold. Very nice. Now, as for who we're taking, I kind of don't want to take Maneha with us. Nice as she is, I kind of want to take someone else. I'm tempted to take the Devil of Karok just because I know she's useful for something later, but, well, make something later almost trivial, but I'm going to say no. Oh, geez, some of our guys are actually not leveled. We need to put some
Safe
levels on our
travels.
guys. Okay, boom, 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 boom. We'll give you guys some levels. Alright, Devil of Karok, you're up first. We're giving you mechanics without a doubt. What else do you have here? Specialty rogue ability. Also distracted. Interesting. That sounds actually quite useful. We'll go with that. Alright. Haravius. You, who I basically never use. I'll give you points in athletics. Sure. Oh, no. May as well max out your survival. And we've got... extra damage as one of these things. We'll do shock. Sure. And another level. Point in athletics. Sure. I guess Hailstorm 4 will work. Sure, why not? Well, what's Moonwell? Moonwell is healing. I'm gonna give you Moonwell. Oh no, that's not a new spell. That's which one will stay. Okay. Adair. I guess... save up. Well, yeah, save up. You've got... Wary defender, offensive, maybe? Defensive, utility. Wound binding, that's a good one to have. And important. Pallegina, you're next. I guess giving you survival boost is nice. Let's see. You've only got 2 of these special ones. Deep Faith. Which is actually pretty good. Vielo Vidoro. Nearby allies gain increased attack speed. You don't use it, though. Wound binding, though, that would probably be useful. We'll give you that. And another level. Survival again, that will give you a damage reduction bonus, level 2. And what have we got here? We've got Inspiring Triumph. It's a passive, which is actually pretty good. Extra defenses. Oh, when you down an enemy. Okay. Liberating Exhortation. Hostile effects suspended. That's a modal one. Twice per rest. Improved deflection. Modal. An interesting one. Coordinated attacks. Righteous Soul. Hastening Exhortation. Sacred Immolation. Takes damage, but enemies in the area take burn damage, and allies and things. That's interesting. I'm burning myself to help! Let's see. Destroy any spirit or summon creature below the paladin's level. Interesting. Paladin targets a fallen ally, creating a pulsing beacon over them that increases the speed and damage reduction of nearby allies. Or decrease... Okay, interesting. Let's go with Inspiring Triumph. And now for you, our monk. We will give you Survival. And what else is going to be here? Let's see. Swift Strikes, Long Stride, Clarity of Agony, Crucible of Suffering. Interesting. Melee critical hits cause the target to be weakened. Fairly nice. Let's see. Damage reduction per wound. Summon Zawa duplicates. I actually like that idea, though it's rarely ever gonna happen. The fight would have to go on very long. Knocks people to the ground. Okay, and long pain, no. Skyward kick would be an automatic thing that actually might knock down people. But that basically means that the weekend will always happen. We'll go with that. Alright.
Back to warm your
Now.
hands, eh? Top quality bear.
Oh, wait. Now, who are we going to take with
You
us?
say so.
Now, without a doubt, you, and you are going to come. Kinda want to take Pallegina and Kana. I mean, I've had Kana all this time. Do I really need Kana? Maybe I shouldn't. You know what? Kana, you're gonna have a bit of a rest. We'll take Pallegina and the Devil of Karok. That'll be an interesting mix. The Devil of Karok will be able to do high damage, Pallegina will be able to provide some assistance, and then we have the mages. Sure, we'll give that a try. And also we need a rest in the Golden Whale.
I'm ready.
And, because I just remembered we have to do this, aggressive, aggressive, and aggressive, and aggressive. There we go.
No problem.
Alright. With that all handled, we're all prepped up. And I am going to end this episode here. Next episode, we're going to head out and see if we can deal with the Eyeless. This isn't going to be an easy fight, I'm sure, but we're going to do the best we can and hopefully deal with these things. Till then, I am Chester44, also known as Fly. That
Did it
is...
ever occur to you that maybe those dukes sent you here to screw things up?
It takes a paranoid mind to dream up a scenario where that makes any sense.
Hate to piss on your daisies, but them dukes will sell you out when it suits them.
My life is theirs. I don't question how it will end, so long as it ends in service to the Republics.
Indeed. Anyway, I am Chester44, also known as Fly. That is Laniara, Palagina, the Devil of Karak, Durance, Aloth, and Sagani. This has been a Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity, and I shall see you all next time.